knew that skill is one of the most important things to get a job. Skill is one of the most important things so people can do their career. We agree with that. But in this case, the middle-class parents would support their child's choice to deprioritize formal education seems not right. Because we opposition teams believe that formal education is still have to be prioritized unless the kids got into university. As long they still junior or even as long they still in high school, the formal education is still the one who have to prioritize first. We knew that the government team say we have to support the kids' hobbies, or we parents have to support that what they want, not only just follow the traditional path. But for us, the formal education is not traditional path. Precisely, it's a basic from the basic for those kids who doesn't like formal education to get what they want. As a building without foundation, those buildings would crack and fail. Same as education. Without basic, without formal education, it would be more hard to those kids get their dream job. Because, ladies and gentlemen, formal education is very something that very important. Formal education not only known or learned in the paper, but formal education also teach us how we think, how we doing problem solving, which is without that our life would be miserable. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and it must be underlined that is not what the kids want, is not important. That's still important, but all of it have their own time. Middle-class parents, as the government team said before, they cannot afford for the luxury things. We all knew that, but that doesn't mean their kids have to leave their formal education, or they have to deprioritize formal education to upgrade their skill, to up their skill on things that they like when they still at the age where they should go. They still should receive a proper education. And as the government team said, that the role of parents is very important with their kids' career. So we want for parents to make sure their children would prioritize school first above anything. We would like to give the reason why parents have to make sure that their children should put formal education first in two main points. Main points number one, the learning system, especially in Indonesia. The learning system is something that must be very close with education, right? In Indonesia itself, Indonesia have programs that students should going to school minimum 12 years. And it's written in the law. Why it's written in the law? So the children could learn something that they are never learned out of school. Also, after those 12 years, children should go to the university to get major that they want, to get major that they like. And we think on this time, the student can choose what they want. The student can choose the major that they like. But before that, before the students going to the university in Indonesia itself, the student have to doing a test. And on those tests, subjects that being tested are subjects that we learn on formal school. If we doesn't prioritize our formal education, it's not impossible for us to fail the test. And the impact is we cannot go into the university. Okay, why university is very, very important for the people that's interested and talented that the children want? Because as I said before, university can pick the major, and the major will talk about things that you like more specific than you learn it by yourself. So the formal education is still something that really, really important, and we cannot deprioritize it. Okay, main point number 2 is cost to learning digital and creative skills. Okay, some of you maybe think that we don't have to go to the university to get creative skills or digital skills. We can learn by ourselves. We can learn by a platform like YouTube and other more. Maybe we can learn by ourselves, but it would be much, much, much better if those skills honed to be better with learning course to someone else, right? And of course, we all knew that pay something for course, it's different with formal education. In Indonesia, we have public school who is free 100%, so children got the formal education for free. But learning soft skill or learning digital skills, it's need money, and it's not a few money to learn it. But for middle class, maybe that's something that clearly incriminating. The middle class parents maybe can afford the food, maybe they can afford the transportation, and maybe they can afford the public school, which is 100% free, which is public school is free, but not for learning soft skill, creative skill, and digital skill. It can take a lot of money. And what if they're not doing those course? What if they upgrade their skill with and only with by themselves? It would not be good for the future, because in the future they would compete with people that already learn it from university, or people that much better economy that learn it by the course. So the solution for make those skills better without spend a lot of money is going to the university, which is you can all get a scholarship. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, also formal education is very, very important, not only for got the career, not only for us got the job, but for us lives in the future. We students in the future will have a children, right? And we must have a basic learning. What if our child asks in the future how plants got their foods, mom, or why we didn't fly on the earth but the astronaut did that? We still must to answer those basic questions that we learn from formal education, that we learn from school, right? So that's why we cannot put aside the formal education. We cannot deprioritize the formal education. Formal education, that is something that very, very important, that we should put first above anything. Okay, that's our opposition team's argument. Thank you.